Hey everybody, Darren from Deanna Auto Sales. How we doing? I want to do a video on Old Yeller. That would be that one right there. 1971 Ford E200 Class B camper van that we got out of North Dakota. We did a lot of work on this thing, a lot of restoration. Kind of the idea on this video is I want to do a quick video lap around it to show the people that might be interested in checking it out. And then I'm going to do a very extensive back part of the video to show you everything about it for the folks that may be interested in actually buying it and want to see it in more detail. So we'll do the quick lap around it first. Basically, this is a one family owner van. It was in North Dakota, sat in their barn. When we got it, hadn't been running like 30 years. And we did a extensive restoration on it. This is the original paint. This is the good side, couple dents on the other side, but it is extremely solid, a very rust-free van. Inside, all the gauges, we did new motor, all kinds of new mechanics on it. Left the factory layout, but spruced it up, bruised it up. Extensive bruising up on this one. But it just turned out really cool. It's obviously the Old Yeller name. We gave it that for obvious reasons, you know. So a quick look in the back here a minute. So you got a little closet place for a porta potty, new stove, got a sink, there's a microwave in there, battery electronics back here, plug in here. Little storage there. New curtains. On this side, obviously new tires. So a couple of minor dents right in there. Some of the paint's been touched up, but overall it's all original paint. So on the inside, check this out. You open the door. You got a step. Back in '71 they did that technology on these Fords. So as far as the layout goes, this couch folds flat down into a bed, and that's the bed sleeping area all the way back to there. That table folds out as well. These two seats obviously spin around as well. So you can use the table and the couch. All new electrical, all new 12 volt, all new lights. You can see the kitchen with a new microwave there. This is an ice box, not a refrigerator. You literally put ice in here, and the water drains back there, and it keeps it cool. So it's not a refrigerator. And that porta potty is removable if you don't need to use it. And you can use a closet if you don't want to take that with you. 12 volt light there. Couple cabinets here. Up top, you've got a place for storage, or if you got a couple of cushions. This pulls out to about here to make a little bed up top. Not very big at all. So there. Okay, so there's the quick run around it. For those that want to say, hey, cool van. Now for those that are interested in possibly buying it, want to hear the nitty gritty, that's what I'm going to do now. So, again, this thing was sitting for 30 years. The motor was not very good health. We replaced the motor in it. It is extremely solid underneath. Let's see, where am I going to start? Let's start back here. So there's where you hook your water up if you're camping. This is where you drain your water. Back here, again, electronics, but a new 12 volt AGM battery. There's your plug-ins. There's the jack is back there. Underneath here is a new water pump. So this thing really had almost no 12 volt, no 110 system on it. We added all that. Right here is the plug that is on a reel, and then it goes through the outside here, and then you can close the door when you're camping. And then when you're done, obviously, that. And then that locks up into there. So a little storage down in here as well. On the water system itself, it does have a water pump. The tank is under the bed. It's about that tall. And then the size of the bed. So there's a switch right here for your water pump. So this one here is where you turn your water on. Oops, I had the switch on. Please stand by. I can reach it again. There it goes. Okay, the water pump's now on. So there's your water pump. Want to see the drain? Watch. Watch, watch. Watch, here's the drain. Oh, wait, let me get my water. I think the sink is, I got the sink stopper in. Yep. Now I'll take the sink stopper out. There we go. Look at. There's your drain. So no water tanks on this, no holding tanks. And then obviously you can unscrew this and it'll come out faster as well. But now that's going to pee for a few minutes while the sink drains. So no hot water in this. You just have this for your 12 volt side. And then when you're hooked up to shore water, this is hooked up to the shore water. So that's your water choices. Either way you have water, but there's no water heater on this one. There's no shower. Want to heat your water? Look at, you got a propane stove. So there's that. Again, back in here is just storage. Look at polished, polished copper. All new curtains. Trailer hitch. Still peeing. Let's see. So then over here, there's where you fill your gas up. Normal factory gas tank. All brand new tires all the way around, including the spare as well. And of course the smiley face cover. Got that. We left the pheasant on because it's so kind of fitting with Old Yeller and fitting for the vehicle that we left that sticker on. What I wanted to do is we wanted to keep it as original as possible, but turn it into a more usable unit. So that's why we did all the stuff on the inside, but yet still keep it vintage. This is where you fill your water tank up there. And that does have a propane tank frame mounted underneath there. Up in here, so start it up for a minute. So 302 5-liter V8. What we did is we basically put a new long block in it. It's a Ford roller cam motor with the GT40P heads on it, like a 2000 year roughly motor. So a little more power, but then we kept everything stock as far as still has the factory carburetor. Fuel, we basically used as a long block and put all the old parts on it. And I say old parts, we had the carburetor rebuilt, then all new water pump, new fuel pump, new distributor, all that stuff. And basically it's a brand new motor in it, but still a brand new updated roller cam motor, but still looks like the factory 302 how it came from the factory. And it runs and drives amazing. Horn, it's got a horn. So all the gauges work, speedometer. It does have 61,000 original miles on the van itself. And then we added, so all these gauges work, and then we added aftermarket gauges too, because I just like to monitor really what the motor's doing with a nice set of aftermarket gauges. Wipers, cigar lighter right there. Period correct cassette player, and then a new speaker as well. That's the stereo system, one speaker, but it works good. New speaker. In here, up here, we've got, so this light is an added RV light. This is the factory light we put on LED. This light, both these lights will work with the doors or that. So when any door opens, that light will come on. This light you can shut off like that. So now you can just use this light for the doors, or when you're camping and want more light, just turn that light on. It still comes on and off with the doors. Any of the doors hit that, it turns those light on, just like, you know. That's just the technology they had back in 1971, is that kind of high-tech stuff going on. Crazy, I know. Under the hood, can't see much under here, but we're gonna pop it anyways. I'm gonna get the holder sticker upper. There we go. So, new battery, a brand new rebuilt radiator, new brake master cylinder. Like I said, you can't see much under here, but that's kind of how it is. I will take the hood off a little bit later. On the inside, you can see the engine itself. So just all new mechanicals, inside and out, for the most part. Let's see, passenger side, probably not much different to see over here. High output fan, foot vent, open that up when you're going down the road. Heat on and off there. Pretty darn simple stuff, you know. Looking in here again, so like I said, the water tank is under this bed. It's about that tall. See a little trap door there? So if we go and reach in here, pop that trap door open. So there's the tank. There's the drain to drain the tank. There's the hose to put on there to drain the tank. And the tank's about that tall. Again, new electrical. So you got electrical here, and an electrical outlet here as well. And then here you've got a 12-volt switch panel. Tells you the voltage of the battery, and then USB ports, and then a cigarette lighter port, 12-volt port. So there's that. That light is 12 volt as well. And let's see, there is a furnace as well, propane furnace right there. Thermostat for it's right there. Brand new thermostat. And then there's the switch for the water pump. Let's see. Okay, want to see the bed? Let me show you the bed. And the table. So let me, hang on, I'm working hard on this thing for you. So let me just set this up and see where this points to. Oh. Okay, first let me show you this. Okay, we'll take the cushions off. We'll lift this up. So this right here lifts straight up. Come on, there it goes. So that lifts straight up and locks right there. So there's a start for that. I'll just do it all from here. I may have to move that seat up. Yeah, so I got to push that seat forward a little bit. So there's the bed, as you can see. Just get back here a little bit. And this thing is as comfortable as the height of bed in your grandma's basement, including the metal bar. So you'll just sleep like a baby on this thing. So let me refold it back up. Like that, and then that lifts and drops, and then locks back in. There, that's comfy. All right, so I didn't need that. Might use that for the table. So the table, check this out. I mean, this thing it's a 71, but when you look at the engineering of this, just this fiberglass panel, this whole fiberglass panel built in, armrest, table, all the way up and around, and even like around this back. They just did such nice heavy fiberglass work back then. Anywho's, I kind of geek out on that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm going to set this back out here a minute and I'll show you the... You're probably getting too dizzy anyways. Stay. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the seat sideways. Spin that sideways to give you more room for the table. And this table is easy. Just watch. Okay. Unsnap this. It's got a double fold thing and a double fold on the leg. So you got a leg down here. Pull that out. Pull it like that. my hat. Look at that. Look how quick and easy that was. So there's a table. Let's see. So another part of this video that I did earlier when we were doing this this van is we had it up on the lift, and I did a video of the undercarriage showing how basically rust-free it was, and then we painted underneath it, and I'll show you the difference between the two, and then the work we did underneath. So I'm going to insert that video probably here. Yeah, probably right here. Okay, for my gearhead friends out there and my vanner friends, I wanted to show you what we're working on. This Ford camper van, 1972 Ford E200, came out of Iowa. What I wanted to show you on this is how rusty it is. Came out of Iowa. It's a one-family owner van. It was stored in their farm barn when not in use, and we just washed the underneath it, power washed the underneath of it, and wanted to show you how it came out. So this obviously has got some brown on it because it's like surface rust from being not painted from the factory. These are the factory, still the factory brake lines on it. But if you look up in here, it still has like the factory gray color to it. It's got some patina, patina going on there, but there's just no structural rust or rot. It's all just surface stuff. It's crazy. It still has the blue air canister on here for the fuel vent, for venting the fuel. We're getting a new exhaust put on it. We got new shocks on the back, all new back brakes. Obviously redid the fuel tank as well already. But this thing is so solid. Put a new motor in it, a roller cam motor. But a lot of times people like to see the nice shiny outside, but a lot of us gearheads like to see the underneath of this kind of stuff. And it's just this thing's 52 years old, and it's that solid. So we're going to paint the whole underneath on Monday. We're gonna so it should look really good, and seal it all up. But just wanted to show that off. Now on these second gen vans, a lot of people know that where it rusts is underneath the battery box here. Look at that thing, it's all straight. The battery pan was rusted, and put a new pan on that, but that is it. So should be pretty cool when it's all done. See ya. Hey, morning folks, Darren from D&O Auto Sales. I want to do a quick follow-up on the undercarriage of the 1972 Ford Econoline camper van that we're working on. Sean got it all painted underneath. Turned out really nice. I kind of wanted to do it just to seal everything up. It was so solid and rust-free, helps kind of save it. So here's how it turned out. Did the propane tank silver. Taped got the new shocks on that we had. We taped those up so those didn't get any spray on them. Got the new vacuum canister, plumbed that in with new paint on that, so that looks factory Ford still. New front end parts, bushing, rebuilt the power steering pump, all new brakes all the way around. Got the exhaust sort of in. This tailpipe is just temporary. We have a whole new 2.5-inch tailpipe being made that will go all the way out the back in the factory location. It'll sound good. It's got a little Raptor turbo muffler on it. So it'll give it a little bit of rumble. Let the motor breathe a little bit. But yeah, overall it's turning out really nice. So they're spending way more time on the undercarriage of a camper van than I've done before, but it's kind of cool. You guys have a good weekend. Oh look, it's done peeing. Hey, you're back. So yeah, wasn't that cool? I kind of geek out on that kind of stuff, seeing a little vehicle that is that clean underneath. You see them on 69 Camaros and stuff like that. They restore hot rods and that kind of thing, but to see them on something like this is just super rare. So while you were gone, yeah, I removed the engine cover. So there's the engine cover, and that's got all new insulation on the inside. So you can see the motor. If you're geeking out at the chassis underneath, you can geek out on that thing right there. So again, 302 5 liter, same size motor that came with this from the factory. Just a little more power and brand new. All new wires, plugs, cap, rotor, XL supercoil. You can see the yellow peeking out of there. Hoses, belts, carburetor things, filters, you know, just everything you would do when you put a new motor in it. So runs awesome. It looks great. I like keeping the factory look of it, but yet it's still kind of a little bit of a hot rod. Nice free-flowing exhaust system that makes a little rumble out the tailpipe. And then everything else is serviced to the transmission, all in the fluid in the transmission, rear end, all that kind of stuff. So I guess there you go. Any other questions, give me a holler. I think we kind of covered everything that we've done to it. I appreciate you guys checking it out. Check out our website for pricing and availability. I did have this sold to a gentleman in California who bought a little house edition, drove in and drove back to California. He's a surfer dude, and he wanted this one as well. So it was on hold for him for a month, and then he couldn't come up with the money. Something happened on his end, so now it's back up for sale, and now I want to do a video on it. So keep an eye out. We got a few more coming up too. That one, a low mile Falcon. This one we're kind of putting together, kind of cool. And then of course the Born Free, been on the background a little bit, but that one's getting close. So hey, thanks for checking out the video. You guys have a good day. See ya.